What is up, guys? This is Odd Job Entertainment. Today is day 5 of our coverage of IAE 2952. Today is, and it sounds like audio is working. I know I always talk about that, but it's one of the things that makes my heart skip a beat every time. Today is Anvil Day. Anvil is one of the mainstays in the UEE military. They make plenty of awesome ships that we're going to be checking out. In fact, the USS Odd Job is an Anvil Carrack. And of course, the Anvil Arrow is one of the light fighters that comprises one half of the meta right at the moment. But today we are also seeing the debut of the C8R Pisces, which is a Pisces variant that has a medical bed in it. So we have a military focused brand and a medical ship. So combat hat and scrubs. That's our costume today. And if today is anything like yesterday, a medical ship is probably a good thing to have around. Blew ourselves up quite a bit yesterday, as Lance and I were getting mixed in everything. And you know, this little combat cap isn't nearly as insulating as the tinfoil hat from yesterday. If you didn't see that, might want to check that out. Stream is available for your perusal now. Because it was Alien Day, I was wearing some tie-dye and a tinfoil hat to protect myself from the alien brainwaves. Whatever it is that Chris Roberts is using to convince us to buy more and more in ships. Don't know what that guy was doing. A lot of the Anvil ships have some instant brand recognition because it is one of the older brands to exist in Star Citizen, from both a practical standpoint and a lore standpoint. Anvil ships were some of the first designs to actually be implemented in Star Citizen, with the F7C Hornet and the Carrack being one of the first big concept ideas that sold a lot of people, actually. That was one of the ships that I saw and was like, oh man, I want to play this game. I want to fly a ship like that. And it is actually daytime, so we get to see Microtech during the day. We also get to see this tunnel. Looks like server's doing pretty good. I'm getting pretty good frames right now, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see. Yesterday we were in the Zenith Hall. So I think today we're back in the Apex Hall. Global chat, don't need that up. Apex. Pretty sure it's Apex. Yeah, there we go. Anvil Aerospace. Okay, I don't immediately see the Carrack. Ah, there she is. Alright, so it looks like we've got... Okay. We have the F8 Lightning in a sec. Man, if we can actually fly the F8, I'd be so happy. So a couple of these I don't actually have to go through and rent because we have them already. The Terrapin is not one of those, though. Terrapin is the Star Citizen Turtle. It's got 4 engines. Pretty chunky modules, those. Very, very heavily armored. This thing is meant to really take a beating. And it has probably the most ominous looking chair I've ever seen. It seems to be saying that this is where you're going to do interrogations, but that is not actually the case. If I remember right, this is actually a deep scanning ship. Let's see, let's read the placard over here. Presenting the Anvil Aerospace U-4A3 Terrapin class scanning exploration ship. Yeah, there you go. I know what I'm talking about. Deep scanning. Yeah, pretty cool ship. Very unique in appearance. I don't imagine it flies very well. But having never flown one myself, I'll be checking that out today. Back here we've got the Gladiator, which is a bomber, but not nearly as powerful as the Eclipse or the Retaliator. This has size 5 missiles, which are still really good, but not quite as powerful. Okay, let's hit the rent button. And I'll be honest, not my favorite design. I think its proportions are a little awkward looking. But you do have 4 visible MFDs, which is really good. Having 4 visible means that you can have all of your combat readouts visible at all times. To me, the shape kind of reminds me of what you would get if you just took a Hornet and made it extra wide. Especially here in the back. Good ship. Here we have the Arrow, which I'm not going to be renting this one because I do have one. Light fighter, pretty well armed, and very, very maneuverable. I think it is slightly more maneuverable than the Gladii variants. Slightly different weapon loadout. It's got 4 guns instead of 3, but they are different sizes on top. Comes stock with 2 GATs and 2 energy or laser repeaters. And don't worry, we'll be getting to this one, but we're going to check out all the other ships first. Over here we have the Anvil Hurricane, which is an insanely good ship, actually. It's a heavy fighter, so you've got your pilot and a gunner, and the gunner has basically a hammerhead turret on the back there. And the Hurricane is surprisingly maneuverable. There was a time where they were almost impossible to escape, even with an NPC. They are a very fearsome ship, very, very good, and very frustrating to go against. And let's see, let's do this. You can get a top-down view because they've got a kind of a Christmas theme going with the colors. You got green on the top and then red on the sides. Very nice ship. I like it. Have to get one in 3.18 at some point. And this one is very unique. This is the Anvil Hawk, which has a lot of guns. They're all pretty small, you know, so it's not like you're going to be a DPS king on this, but you do have 6 guns total, and this is a dedicated bounty hunting ship. It's got the elevator seat there. So again, 4 visible MFDs, which means you're set for information. But then the real hat trick on this one is this pod in the back, which is where you can store your prisoners. You can put someone in there and then transport them to turn them in for money. It's a very unique functionality. Someday, bounty hunting will be more than just blow up the other person's ship. It'll be more of a capture and turn in ordeal. And once that kind of mechanic is implemented, I think this ship will be a lot more used, because it will be one of the only ships that can natively do that. But very cool ship. And of course, here in the middle, we've got the star of the show, which is the Anvil C8R Pisces. This is the medical rescue variant of the Pisces family. Oh, they do have stairs in the back there. That might have been easier. So compared to the other Pisces, this one has a medical bed. It's not the top tier one. You are going to need to get to a hospital to fix some injuries, but for most stuff that you're going to run into, you can patch up here. So also refill your water and food, which is really useful. This can fit inside the Carrack. All the Pisces do. It is kind of interesting though, because the Carrack will let you respawn in it. This one will not. So I do see a slight flaw in the logic where I don't see me adding this to my Carrack fleet when I know that I can just respawn in the Carrack itself. But maybe there is some utility that I'm missing. Here we've got the Carrack. This is the front loading ramp, and someone has extended this. This does fold down, if I remember how to do that. There we go. So, as far as I know, it doesn't really have any real usage, but it is a defensible position, you know, so if you want to provide yourself with some cover. The Carrack is one of the larger cargo ships in the game at the moment. It will be losing that title once the Hull series is implemented, but at the moment this is one of the largest cargo bays you can get. So, very big. I think it's 564. And then here we have the elevator. So let's see. I think we're on the subdeck right now, so let's go up to habitation. So habitation is where you're going to have your med bay, which is one of the primary selling points of this ship, actually, because you can actually respawn on these beds. So very useful feature. We use this for bunker running in the org quite a bit. And for that, it's really tough to beat this ship. So, got a storage room. Not much utility for this as of right now, but maybe in the future it'll do more. It is nice to have it at the moment. And I can see them in the future probably turning these screens into the digital medical assistant that we see in there. think it kind of makes sense to have them in here instead, but well, they probably just had to implement something for the digital medical assistant in order to make it work, so that's what they did. If we work our way forward, sometimes the doors don't open automatically. We've got the rec room here, the cafeteria. Not the biggest thing in the world, not the most glamorous, but it is very well featured. And here we go. Here's the rec room on the other side with our 6-sided pool table. So pretty stylish. Come in here, we've got the crew quarters, the shower room, pretty nice showers, good amount of space. I am a vampire, so I have no reflection. On the other side, we do have the captain's quarters. So, cool little desk here. Comfortable looking chair. It's actually one of the more comfortable chairs that the captains have. Private bunk, private bathroom, shower, toilet. Got the works. Still a vampire though, so no reflection. Then we come all the way forward, we have the bridge. Now, this actually has 2 bridges. This is where your pilot sits. And then you have a couple co-pilot chairs. But the captain has a station up here, so it has a command bridge. The command bridge is a little stripped down as far as its functionality goes. It can't do quite everything. But it does have basic control of the entire ship, and you do have the cool little holomap here. And I believe these are for the remote turrets. Possibly. Might be a bad idea to sit in this. I might get stuck. Hopefully not. Yeah, I think there should be a remote turret button around here somewhere. Probably works better when the ship's on. Seems to be the general problem with these display models. So that's the habitation deck. We are now on the technical deck. So you've got a little repair area. And it looks like kind of like a printer to me, I think is the thing that they're going for. So, not sure. Doesn't do anything at the moment. Here we have the drone room. So this does have a small fleet of drones that you can send off to do your bidding for exploration, scanning, stuff like that. Those are not yet implemented. You do have a service ladder, so when the power's out, you can still get the different levels. Here is the built-in hangar. This is big enough to comfortably store a Pisces. You can also fit a couple other small ships in here. And the door is also magnetized, so if you can get something on top of the Carrack, you can also park something there, such as a Nova tank. Pretty good option. Here we've got the port side turret. And the turrets have pretty good accessibility. Let's see, I can't seem to get... Okay, there we go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show off the visibility of this because I don't think I can power it on. Yeah, no. It is pretty well defended, though. It's not necessarily a combat ship, it is an exploration ship. But gotta keep yourself safe from pirates nonetheless. And it's no slouch. Got the engineering deck here, which also has 2 levels. And we see the massive engine modules here on either side. And downstairs, not too much is different. Just more technical details. But the ladder sometimes bugs, so I don't want to get myself stuck. Do have a engineering station here, so this is theoretically where you would be getting a readout of diagnostics for the ship. Got the starboard turret here. And now we're back at the elevator. I think we've got one more deck left, and that is the cartography deck, the smallest of the 4 decks. This has the holomap room, so you can envision yourself plotting your course through the stars here. At the moment, doesn't really do anything. More of just a cool thing to look at. But we also have access to the top side of the ship over here. And the importance of having topside access is really underrated, I believe. Being able to get on top of your ship and poke around really enables a lot of gameplay opportunities that you don't have access to otherwise. And the Carrack is really nice in that regard, in that it's easy. You can just walk out. A feature that I wish was better supported in a lot of other big ships. So that is the Anvil Carrack. As big as this ship is, and as many doors as you walk through getting through the cargo area, I don't think it has as many doors as the Mercury Star Runner. Definitely not on a per square foot basis. But very big ship, very cool ship. And we've had a lot of fun using ours as an org. Let's go check out these other hulls now. This should be the Hornet room up here, I believe. Yes. So the Hornet, one of the oldest and greatest fighters available to us in-game. It's got several different variants. All of them are very similar except for changes in livery and loadout. But with the way upgrading works, you should be able to get the same functionality more or less out of all of them. Except you might not get as good of tracking unless you're using the tracker. Might not get as good of stealth unless you're using the ghost. One of these has got to be the Super Hornet. Let's see. This one? Yeah. So the Super Hornet is in kind of a sad state right now. I don't think it's really worth using as a 2-man crew. because it basically slaves some of the pilot weapons to the co-pilot in order to make that possible. So you're probably better off just using a Hornet as a single-seater. And do they have the Mark II available? I see a ladder button there. That would be very interesting. Okay, no, it's just a display piece still, but this is the, I believe this is the updated model. This is what eventually the Hornets will look like. This is the Mark II is what it was labeled. So maybe this is a separate version entirely, but you can definitely tell it's a updated version. A little bummed we can't fly it yet. Just another thing you gotta wait for Squadron 42 for. But quite a bit more sleek compared to its F7C brothers. I like the look of this one a little more. Then the Hornet Ghost here. I think we already rented this as the stealth variant. So it comes without guns on top, but you can swap that module out and put the guns back. We come this way. We haven't seen the Valkyrie yet, which I think is in this other room, as well as the F8 Lightning. The F8 Lightning is one of the main fighters for the Squadron 42 story mode, which it's probably not flyable right now, even though it kind of technically is. There are NPC versions of the ship that you can steal and fly it that way. But they have not given players native access to this ship yet. But this is armed to the teeth. That is two Panthers, and then 2 M6As, and then 4 M5As. I mean, that is an insane amount of firepower. That's 8 guns. So, we won't be getting this version per se. We will be getting a stripped down civilian version at some point in the PTU. You need to fly this thing away right now. I know, I really want to fly the F8, but we are we're being stonewalled. Hotwire the Lightning. Hey man, if you know how to do that, I will do it right now. Of course, over here we have the Valkyrie, a mainstay of the HRT and above bounty missions. If the Terrapin was a chunky boy, this is the chunkiest boy. Very heavily armored. This is basically a hot drop ship with a very small cargo area, which originally was not a cargo area, but I think the community forced them into submission. This is a drop ship primarily. It's got pretty good turret support. And then it actually does have deployable turrets, very similar to what the Cutlass Steel has. But the idea is that, you know, you run from one of your drop seats, and then you can just charge out of this hole, guns ablaze, and shoot whatever is threatening you. Now let's sneak past this guy, go up the ladder. How's your enjoyment been of IAE 2952 so far, Schlag? Having a good time? So, pretty meager accommodations. More gunner seats here. And then tucked very deep into the ship, you have your pilot. So, I do feel a little bad for the pilot because if this thing blows up, you're not going to be getting out very quickly. It's been pretty good, loving the newer ships and the detail they've had. Yeah, it takes an event like this to kind of show me all the development that ships have in the background. Sometimes it feels like CIG moves at a snail's pace, but then you do see little hints that, yeah, people actually are still working on the game, and they make pretty cool stuff. It's harder to enjoy the in-game convention center after having been able to test fly a lot of them already. That's right, because you did a lot of the PTU. I do not do much of the PTU. I try to avoid that. I like to keep the memory of Star Citizen only semi-broken in my brain, and the PTU is a lot harder to enjoy for me. This is the Anvil Spartan. So, ground vehicle. Mobile deployment, lots of drop seats back here, turret on the top. That and the guy who gave me hundreds of millions of credits. Yeah, we were living the high life back then, weren't we? We had all the ships that we wanted. Sorry guys, I am cooking. I'm going to tell my AC unit here to cool me down some more. Could I reach over and just hit the button there? Yes, I could. Am I going to? No, I'm going to use my phone instead. Oh, is your 4090 Ti heating the room up? I have a 3080 Ti. Thank you very much. I'm not insane. Have you seen the prices of a 4090 Ti? I'd have to have kids so that I can sell a child in order to be able to buy one. But I have a dream that one day computer hardware prices will be reasonable again. Let's see. Did that actually do the thing? No, it did not. There we go. The got a Medea AC here next to me, and it apparently forgot that it was bound to my phone. Their app is not the most amazing thing. It's kind of frustrating a lot of the time. It's not super reliable, and it seems to forget what it was doing. But the AC is pretty nice. It's nice and quiet. Part of it is definitely my fault. I mean, wearing the extra hat, I could just take that off, but then I'd be breaking the theme. We're doing a combat medic theme. So combat scrubs in honor of the Anvil C8R, which is a medical ship from a combat company. Ah, it's an Enderman. What are those? Look at those glasses. Okay, here we've got the Anvil Ballista. Don't you dare break the immersion. I must sit here and suffer. Did you see what we did for Alien Day yesterday? Because it was aliens, I was wearing a tinfoil hat, like a conspiracy theorist. So the Ballista does missiles. This one, the Anvil Centurion, has big guns instead. So I'm always a fan of guns over missiles. So this seems like the one that I would lean towards. And I mean, how could you not? Look how big those things are. Inside, they're both pretty similar. And it is a ground vehicle, so, I mean, not the most exciting thing. I saw about 30 minutes after work, but it was 2 a.m. and I was tired. Gotta catch up. Yeah, gotta give me those watch hours, man. Centurion range is too short. Yeah, see, that's the thing about an air or a ground-to-air vehicle. Like, the range of the guns are very limited. And so the odds that a ship is going to be within range and such that you can do enough damage on it to make an impact? Yeah, I can definitely see the distance problem being very real. This is the Anvil Liberator? Let's see if I was right. Crucible. No, dang it. A so-called flying toolbox. The Crucible is Anvil's Aerospace's first dedicated repair ship. The ship-shaping ship for shaping your ships. Definitely a very necessary ship for keeping your fleet operating at peak efficiency. Okay, this has got to be the Liberator, right? Yes. Anvil continues its tradition of excellence with the Liberator, an open-air vehicle carrier designed with the same quantum drive and long-distance capabilities of military-spec carriers and pathfinders, but tailored to the civilian market, which means stripped down not quite so many guns so that they can make it legal. The Liberator is the ideal carrier to put your fleet on the front line of any operation. I have one now. Guess I can't get myself away from maintaining flying stuff. So Schlag in his actual life is an aircraft maintainer, which I think is a really cool job. I'm definitely a little jealous because all I do is, you know, save lives and whatever. But the Anvil Legionnaire. This is a recently announced ship. This is kind of a hacking ship. So it's got a little special tongue that reaches out the front and can dock or forcibly dock with other ships to kind of cut through and then board. I know, saving lives. It's so lame being a hero all the time. I do actually work as a medical assistant, and man, at the height of COVID, people would like, I'd be going to the store after work, you know, and I'm just doing some shopping, and people would like stop me and like do the thank you for your service kind of deal like you do for veterans, which I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way because I know that I'm just doing my job, you know, and it was very difficult for me to feel like that was anything special when I know that so many other people would actually love to be doing their jobs, but they weren't considered essential, and so they're struggling to put food on the table. So the whole essential worker thing really grated on me. I don't feel like the hero title is earned by people like me. But it can be very difficult and hard to see it as a vital service when you are in the thick of it. Yeah, and you know, I'm not a first responder. You know, at the time I was working at a neurology clinic, so it's not like we were actually even dealing with COVID firsthand. But you know, like veterans, those are heroes. You know, people who would like give their lives for their country, that's what I think a hero is. Me, it's not like I was in any real danger because you wear your protective equipment and then you're fine. Like, you're not going to have any issue, most likely. And I did do quite a few shifts at the hospital where I would be helping with COVID on occasion, and I never felt like I was in any real danger, so it's like, how am I a hero if I'm not actually risking something? But I don't know. I do still see people wearing gloves in the supermarket now, 2, almost 3 years since the height of COVID. And that's another thing that grates on me because gloves don't work that way. The way you use gloves in the medical field is you put gloves on before you touch something that you don't want to contaminate yourself with. And then as soon as you're done touching that thing, be it blood, fecal matter, just a person in general, because people are gross, you take those gloves off before you go touch something else. If you keep those same gloves on the whole time, what you're actually doing is cross-contaminating everything. And then once you go and touch that, anything that you touched during that time with your bare hands, you've now contaminated yourself anyways. And I'd see in the supermarket people are, you know, wearing their gloves for their whole shopping trip and they're touching all their produce, right? Well, what's going to happen once you get your produce home and you take it out of the bag? You're now touching it with your bare hands. So unless you plan on sterilizing all of your produce when you get home, the gloves didn't do anything. But I don't think a lot of people know how gloves work, and so they think that it's like this force field that's keeping germs off their body, and that's just not the case. Just use hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is so much easier. I only wear gloves when I have to. After 2 minutes, my hands are already sweaty, and I can't wait to get them off. So why would you want to go to the supermarket wearing gloves? It's terrible. Bye, New Babbage. Don't know why I've got some ramp access 13 million kilometers away. Same as in aircraft maintenance. The gloves hold on to stuff, hydraulic fluid, grease, etc., and can easily get the stuff in places that doesn't belong, aka your own clothes, tires, paperwork, etc. Exactly. Imagine having a bunch of grease on your gloves, and then everything you touch after that is filthy, right? So germs are exactly the same way. It's, if you think of that grease as germs, then you've got a perfect analogy of how to properly use gloves. Once you're done touching the gross thing, you take the gloves off, and then you don't get it on everything else. Oh, hello. Gave a little nod. I like it. All right. Now the biggest question. Which one should I fly first? Yeah, so dapper. I think it is kind of funny because the suit is meant to be like really stylish, right? But the hexagons kill me. They look really tacky. Like, can you imagine seeing something wearing that in real life? You'd think, man, what is he wearing? Medical Pisces, check the little supplies fridge. Okay, we do need to check out the Medical Pisces. I don't think it's the most exciting ship, so we might as well get that one out of the way. Anvil, here we go. Oh, and we're gonna have to claim all of these, of course. So let's get that in. Yeah, I saw Subliminal did a video about the Pisces, and it has a fully stocked fridge and all the drugs you could want. The interior is nice, but here's the thing, right? Pisces fits inside a Carrack. But you'd never put it inside your Carrack because your Carrack has a much better featured med bay. And so I think like if you actually wanted to use a Pisces with a Carrack, you'd probably just use the normal Pisces because you can just transport their corpse at that point to the Carrack and patch them up on the nicer bed, or you just respawn on the Carrack. So it's a tough sell for me.
Your insurance claim has
It does fit inside the Corsair barely, but not by intention. It's definitely a very tight fit, and you are still stuffing it in a bit. It does fit inside the C2, but I mean, what what doesn't fit inside the C2? I mean, C2 is massive.
insurance claim has been sent.
It is a nice solo bunker ship, and I think that that's probably the biggest use that I see for it.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
But it's a tougher sell for me because, you know, it's not exactly a starter ship because you can't log out in it. It's not exactly something that I feel I need to add to the Carrack because the Carrack has a much better med system already. So it just feels limited. Like since we have the Carrack as an org, it's like, well, we'll just use that. But I guess that is saying, you know, we have a $26 million ship that most people don't have. But blinky lights.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
All right, you've convinced me. I forgot about the blinky lights.
From the best in shopping, dining, and entertainment. Be sure to
All right, now gotta scroll all the way up to it. Okay.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
tide of travel.
Your vehicle has been
Hangar
delivered.
3. There we go.
Newly renovated accommodation. Located downtown. Ensuring Sapphire Drive. Ready to upgrade.
All right, Schlag. Here you go. Medical Pisces. We'll take the long way in. Actually, I guess it is the only way in, isn't it? Subliminal was making the point that there's no medical markings on the outside of this ship, which I do think is strange. The only plus we have is on the door. So, medbed. This is the storage area Schlag was alluding to. Got water, got drugs, lots of drugs. So that is a nice feature, because I very often forget to buy that stuff myself. Yeah, once we get this thing in the air, you're going to see no markings whatsoever. There are skins available for it that do have markings, but not by default. See? Nothing. So it's not immediately obvious by looking at this that it is a medical ship. And there's also the question that must be asked, if the one that makes it look like a medical ship is actually just a skin, you know, why not just put that on a normal Pisces? Or is there some limitation that prevents you from putting that skin on a Pisces? These are all things we don't know yet. All right, since you brought it up, let's we got to figure out how to use the blinky lights. Is it just going to be the normal, just going to be T? Ah, there you go. Oh, and the bottom too? Ah, you are right. Does have, looks like 3 pairs of lights in total. Love taking off from Microtech. So pretty. But I'm so far away. Let me shoot. How far do you have to get to actually be able to shoot your guns? That far. That's how far you have to get. So you've got 2 Bulldog repeaters. I mean, it's not the most heavily armed, but it is an itty bitty ship. It's a medical ship. So you could almost argue that it's against the Hippocratic Oath to even have guns. It's pretty the medical Pisces has guns. Yep. So forget that first do no harm stuff. Going in and blowing stuff up. Oh. So that's the medical Pisces. I honestly think that's all I really want to do with it. In order to test it otherwise, I have to, like, hurt myself. And I don't feel like doing that. But it does fly really nice. I mean, I'm flying very quickly right now. So the pitching right now isn't, there we go. In the year 2952, the Hippocratic Oath is a thing of the past, I guess. I guess, man. Because, this ship definitely doesn't abide by it. Now, Schlug, you actually own a normal Pisces. Does the normal Pisces have guns? I guess you could say the doctors with the Hippocratic Oath in the year 2952 are kind of hypocritical. They're Hippocrats. The normal Pisces has 4 size 1 guns, and I think it has 2 size 1 missiles too. Okay, so this is stripped down then, because I only have 2 guns.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
It is a pretty decently performing ship. Not amazing, but it's also being kind of pushed as like a starter ship. So you wouldn't expect it to be. And you would really just expect it to be a Pisces with a medical bed. And it is that. Hey, what's the big idea? Ah, there we go. Yeah, open up. Here comes the train.
Landing complete.
Biggest selling point of the ship to me is the kitchenette. Have you seen the kitchenette, Vader? It's got drugs. All the drugs I could want. Which, you know, that is a pretty nice thing. C8X has the quad guns, the C8 is the 2 guns. Okay, so there we go. There is a combat version of the C8. Selling point is blinky lights. Okay, you are right. Blinky lights for the win. So that is the C8R. Okay. So it would make sense that that one is more armed then, because you're going to be taking that into deeper space.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Okay, store that. Hawk or Gladiator? Yeah, let's do the Hawk. I don't think I've flown the Hawk, and that one is a single-seater.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
Did I click the right one? It like jumped down to the hangar 4 for a second, but it looks like it's taking me to hangar 3, so I think we're good. Oh, are you for real? You can log out in the prisoner seat? Turns out he was just lying, and I just got myself trapped. That would be a great prank, but it looks like you can't actually log out. That's cool. It's a good thing it wasn't a prank, because we all just saw how easily I fell for that one. So I've been told that by others. I want to see if the option is there. Oh, so you didn't actually know you were using me to get your data. What does it say about the kind of person, though, that goes to sleep in handcuffs? Kind of strange, if you ask me. The one on the show floor wasn't responding. Yeah, see, I understand why they disable guns and engines, but otherwise, why not just leave the ships unlocked? You know, what are we gonna do? All right, this is my favorite ship about. This is my favorite thing about any ship. The transformation. Look at that. Now we're a Hawk. We've got 6 guns and a burst gun, which I think is like some kind of scatter gun kind of deal. Actually, funny story about that. I did a ride along with an officer one time. I think caught a guy in a stolen vehicle, so arrested him. The guy was super calm about it and was a career low-key criminal. Well, you know, we do tend to make a lot of career criminals with our justice system, unfortunately. That is a valid complaint. So I was used to it. Not 10 minutes later, he was asleep in the back. Just sleeping in a cop car. Good for him, man. I mean, sleep when you can, right? Sleep is actually super important. I have a little bit of sleep apnea. That would be highly stressful. Oh yeah. Oh dude, I would be sweating bullets if I was in a cop car. I can't imagine why I ever would be. You know, I'm not doing anything illegal. But if I ever was, and they would probably be like helping me, like I got stuck on the side of the road or something, right? And so maybe they're like giving me a ride somewhere. I'd be sweating bullets if I was in a cop car. Just because it's a cop car, you know? Alright, we gotta get a mission going for this. Start with the call to arms, because we want that bonus cash. And let's pick up a, can I do an HRT? Yeah, I can do an HRT. This will be fine. Oh, shoot, did it actually accept it? No. Can't track that one. There we go. Lock is very unique, though. I like it. It even has EMP. Is that what the burst thing is? Okay, let's go to this place. That'll get me fairly close. What was I saying? Oh yeah, sleep, super important. I actually have a little bit of sleep apnea. Everybody in my family does, so I do sleep with the CPAP machine. Before I got it, I was averaging like 4 hours of sleep a night, and I would like wake up vomiting and stuff like that. It was a miserable experience, and I had like all these rules that I had to follow to like kind of give myself good sleep, like no eating after 5 p.m. Just all these kinds of like little things, right? And then I got tested for that, got my CPAP machine, started sleeping with that. I started getting a solid 8 hours without waking up all of a sudden, and it was like getting superpowers. I felt like the guy off of Limitless, where it was like just suddenly I was thinking better, I was thinking more clearly, and it's like night and day difference. So sleep, super, super important. Yeah, I want to see what this, you're saying this has a, Tromag burst generator. Let's charge that up. That must be the EMP. Ah, yeah, I can see those EMP effects. Let's go ruin someone's day with this. Looks kind of goofy. I am getting very low to the ground. The sky and the ground are the same color right now. Oh, and let's see. I want power here. And shields. Is it shields that I want? You know what? I'll put up another target status thing just so that I think it was shields that I was looking for, but I'll have 2 target things up. That way when they take over my comms over here, hopefully I still have one that still works. I gotta get this EMP dropped off soon. It's charging up. I'm gonna block both of them. I hope not. I haven't tried this before, but I have enough screens to actually be able to see all the stuff I want to. I hope that I can actually just do that. Oh man, I'm flying at 500 meters above the ground. But you're probably right. It probably is going to block both of them, because that's how they do. Oh, and I need to get my decoys up. Yes. Anvil Valkyrie. Oh shoot. Yeah, I can't see the ground. Okay, no missiles on this guy. Oh shoot, I forgot I'm not even on the Discord. Thanks for reminding me, Lance. I can't see nothing here. I'm really having to rely on my instruments to know that I'm not going to hit the ground. Alright, let's get the next one. you tuck tail and run? Not on my scopes anywhere. Did it make that sound before? Okay. Let's set a trajectory going up. Okay. What can help sometimes is upping gamma to 90 for super dark stuff. Problem is ship lights get obnoxious. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about like getting that what's it called? Reshade thing. Oh, and then of course I just minimized the chat. Put that back up.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Vader?
Live on my thing.
All right, so you are streaming as well?
Yeah.
Let me open up a browser tab so I can we got double streams going.
All right. All right, so I'm here at the Tobin Expo Center, Apex Hall, where we got Anvil Day going on. I'm hanging out with McCool, who has already rented some of these ships for free. All the ships can be rented for free during the event. Anvil Aerospace is one of the two big military manufacturers of spaceships, and they have all of the hot new spaceships. They're the new hotness, the Raytheon of the manufacturers.
There you go. That's a good word for it, Raytheon.
Yeah. Whereas Aegis is more like Northrop Grumman or Boeing. They're the tried and true versus the new hotness. All right. Let's look. This is the Anvil Legionnaire that they're going to be coming out with soon. That's the boarding craft. When the operation calls for a hostile takeover of an enemy vehicle or station, the Anvil Legionnaire is ready to report for duty. With 8 drop seats, versatile docking options, and an advanced security infiltration system, even the most difficult of boarding actions is feasible with the Legionnaire in your fleet.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see that one in game.
Yeah, that's going to change the game pretty significantly just by existing, because it's the one that can dock on your docking ports and then force the doors on your ship to open to it.
Well,
and that's what they mean with the advanced security infiltration system.
I think it'd be kind of cool if they added like some saw teeth on the end, so that everything actually, in effect, has a docking collar. It just depends on where you tag it.
If there is no docking collar, we'll make one.
Exactly.
Yeah, that kind of feature will definitely have to wait until after salvaging is already done, because it would effectively be the salvaging mechanic, I think.
That is true. It would be pretty similar. Being able to break stuff down makes sense.
And here's the Anvil Liberator, the shipping ship for shipping your ships. That I can't claim the credits for that one. That's Ray's guide.
Yeah.
But it's a light
Danny
carrier.
Raven from Ray's Guide. He's got a good sounding voice too.
Oh, he's got a great voice. I love Ray. You know, us guys with good voices have to stick together.
That we do.
The Anvil Crucible, a flying toolbox, it's a first dedicated repair ship from Anvil. This is another one of those support ships that is going to change the universe a lot by existing. I don't know if it's really going to be very useful for most players. Certainly there will be some orgs that need repair ships and they need support ships. But for solo play, I don't know that it's really going to be all that useful. There we go. But it has to exist. Otherwise, you won't be able to repair your ships out in deep space. You won't be able to, help your buds after a big battle, get their ships back to where they need to be. So, and that is definitely the kind of gameplay that Star Citizen wants to have in its future.
Emergent gameplay opportunities. Schlag saying,
Yeah.
think it would be fun to operate a mobile garage. I agree on one condition. I need to be able to drive my black Chevy out of it like Dom Toretto. If I can protect my family the way Dom Toretto does with my mobile garage, all on board. Otherwise, I don't care.
Oh yeah, gotta rent the Hurricane. The Anvil Hurricane it's just a giant turret on a small chassis with a ton of engines and a couple of forward-facing guns. The pilot doesn't have nearly as much firepower as the gunner. He has a bit, and it's cool to fly on its own, but not nearly as much fun as it is to have a gunner.
Oh, the Hurricane, right?
Yeah, the Hurricane.
Man,
Very fast.
You get two people in that thing, whew, and it can turn on a dime too.
Yeah, it's fast. It's got a ton of shields. It's got a ton of health, and it's got a ton of firepower. It's just a really, really solid heavy fighter package. But it doesn't feel like a heavy fighter if you don't have somebody in the turret. It feels more like a medium fighter,
Yeah.
and it's a bit. It doesn't really do the medium fighter job as well as some others. Although the nice thing about the Hurricane, flying the Hurricane as one person, is that you get just a ton of capacitance in those two guns. And it may not be enough to quickly down an enemy, but you've got so much capacitance that you can actually just down him by staying on him for a few seconds. It takes like half a minute to empty your guns, but that'll do the trick. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, that's the Lightning, the F8 Lightning. Oh, beautiful.
They're
This
teasing
is-
us, man. You can get in the cockpit, but you can't fly it away.
Yeah. I'm getting in the cockpit. Boom. Okay.
Eventually, the F8 is a bonus for having completed Squadron 42. So
Yes.
hold on to your pocketbooks. Don't rush out and buy it if they ever sell it, because you
They're
will
not
just
selling
get
it.
one. Yeah. Guess that's true. It's not available. Should have bought a Tiger's Claw to hack it. Ah, there you go. Schlag is trying to convince me that there's some way to just hotwire it and take it out of there.
That would
I
be
think-
really fun.
It would be, but it is also getting my hopes up.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I think they'd like to have events like that. They just can't do it yet.
Welcome to the
Can you imagine? You just, of course, with thousands of players getting on IAE, you wouldn't be able to keep your ships in stock.
Yeah. Oh man, the renting process is not going through.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I was able to rent a few of the ships, I think, but
Okay.
it's now given me the error. An error has occurred problem.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, I did go through and rent all the ones that we don't already have in my inventory, so if you want me to pull one out for you, I can do that.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle
Yeah.
The city of tomorrow.
Let's see. You've got the
See.
Valkyrie, which is a big drop ship. Let's take a look at
Let's do the Gladiator next.
Stand by.
Oh yeah, the Hornet. Gotta have the Hornet.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
Yeah, they've got the Mark II on display again. In the back right corner there. Which, again, I wish we could fly it because I really want to.
Oh, yeah, you can't rent that.
Nope.
Get in the pilot seat.
You can get in the pilot seat. And it does have a really nice looking cockpit because you've got 4 MFDs easily in view. You've got all the combat info you could want.
Yeah. Boy, it sure looks mean. We got that ball turret on the top, and the nose turret, and 2 big guns on the wings. Ooh, that's a lot of firepower.
Oh yeah.
So the Hornet is kind of the definitive medium fighter. All the other medium fighters kind of have to compare to that one. They're going to get compared to it, you know, whether they're lighter or faster or heavier or have fewer guns. I don't think any of the mediums have more guns.
It has max of 6, I guess, right? If it's
6
got
gun?
2, yeah. 2 on the wings, 2 on the nose, and then you can get either 1 or 2 on the ball turret.
Yeah. And right now, from a DPS standpoint, the 2 guns is better than 1.
Yeah.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I like the cockpit of this Gladiator. It looks nice.
Yeah, the Gladiator's a cool ship. Very underrated.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the exterior. It looks very awkward to me.
Mm-hmm.
But the interior does look nice. And the engines don't look quite so derpy when those nose cones are actually collapsed like they are now.
Yeah. And it's got a pretty decent turret on top. Not as good as the Hurricane turret, but I think it's got 2 size 3s.
Yeah, 2 Panthers.
That's not bad.
No, it's not terrible. And I mean, being that it is supposed to be kind of more like a bomber, I mean, it is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a light bomber. Same classification as the Vanguard Harbinger. And basically the same missile loadout, practically. Yeah.
I'm not seeing this guy's waypoint.
There's the Terrapin, an explorer ship that really doesn't have all that much point to it right now. It's supposed to be heavily armored, but armor isn't really implemented yet. It's supposed to be an explorer vehicle, but exploration really isn't in the game either yet. So it's a really nice personal transport that's extremely heavily armored.
With the most imposing chair ever made in the back.
Yes, it does have a really cool chair inside. I'm going to go in and show you that chair. Look at this. That is like the Darth Vader chair as you enter. I believe this is the sensors specialist chair.
Sounds like the perfect ship for you, Vader.
Absolutely.
and just like that, the sunlight is gone from my life. This mission put me on the dark side of the planet.
Again! Yeah, we had like 6 or 7 dark missions in a row.
It's rough.
Real rough. All right. Well, it was fun. I didn't get to rent all the ships that I wanted to. But I think I got to rent a Carrack. That's always fun.
Okay, that's the that is the biggest one.
Yeah. Fun to just fly one of those irresponsibly.
Pad ram the entire station that way.
It's more efficient. I just pad ram everyone at once.
Yeah. Speak softly and carry a big stick, or in this case, fly a big ship. The engines on the Gladiator have kind of an interesting sound. They've got like a whine. Like, my sister had a Ford Escape that had a bad timing belt or something, and it sounds like that.
Oh. Alright, let's see if my ship is still parked outside the commons.
Oh, dang. So, these Panthers get 84 shots by default.
Yeah. Is that in the Gladiator?
Yeah. So that is a long time to pull the trigger.
Yeah. Yeah, the Gladiator has a lot of capacitance on those guns. Just like the Hurricane does. So when you got all of that, because it's like essentially, you know, a medium fighter with light fighter amounts of guns. So, of course, those guns are going to have a lot of capacitor available for them.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
The turret gets its own.
And Schlag says it sounds like an old Boeing jetliner flight deck noise with a high-pitched engine noise in the back. I can see that. I don't have a ton of experience on planes, but it does kind of sound like the what I remember of them a little bit.
I totally forgot where the surface exit is.
Are you trying to get out through the commons?
YP office suite. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, if you're coming from the main shopping area and then you get to the track, it's to the right, tucked off into the side.
To the right. There's the transit. There's the promenade. Oh, yeah. And then to the right. There we are, surface entrance.
Don't have Alzheimer's yet.
Gotta go to the promenade. Whereas one of my work buddies is fond of saying, just have some timers.
Some timers. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, did that not hit? These missiles are expensive. I want them to do something.
The size 5 missiles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit him.
Yep. There's my car to all.
Okay, well, those last two did for sure hit him, but they didn't do a whole lot of damage.
What are you hitting?
Vanguard?
Vanguard?
Yeah.
If you hit a Vanguard with a size 5 torpedo, that should destroy it, shouldn't it?
You might think, and you would be wrong. I'm getting lit up though. Jeez. Go away. Please. Please buzz off. Gosh. Oh man. Oh jeez. Don't like this ship. I got hit by a missile and they take my shields out instantly, but the missile boat is struggling. Alright, let's get out of here. That's enough excitement for that one. I don't feel like staying to mop up the cronies in this ship. Probably would do better with the support gunner. But those size 5s were kind of disappointing. I wasn't very impressed. Half the issue is stock ships suffer as well. They often don't have great loadouts. So would different size 5s be better? Is that what you're saying? Let's see. There's New Babbage.
Landing at Port Tressler, having visited New Babbage there. Let me know if you want to get into the party up and.
Oh yeah, I should send you a party invite, huh?
Not only if you want to be the party captain.
There we go. Sent. I'm thinking we could hop in a couple arrows, take some stuff out with those, and then swap over to a cane. How's that sound?
Hurricane sounds fun. I don't think I was able to get an arrow rented.
Okay.
I'll see what I'm going to see what I got, and then we'll go from there. We could also hop into a Valkyrie. Not as much firepower as the Hurricane, but it's a beautiful ship, and it's got turrets for days.
Yeah, it deserves a little bit of the limelight too.
Yeah.
As the chunkiest boy, right?
Yeah. It sure looks chunky. Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, I can
Okay, I was able
pull out a
to
Valkyrie
rent.
or
I was able to rent the Hurricane, the Hawk, and the Carrack. That's it.
okay. Well, I will come pick you up in a Valkyrie then.
Okay. I still have the Prowler, Glaive, Blade, Talon, Cartual, and the
Please
Defender.
proceed to assigned landing bay.
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So Schlag, you're saying that the stock arrow loadout is bad. What's the meta in that case? What do people typically do? Just like all laser cannons or
Laser repeaters.
laser repeaters? I guess that's,
Yeah, energy repeaters are kind of king right now.
I guess that's true, huh? Oh, 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 oh. That's too fast.
Especially for PvP. When if you're doing PvE and you have anything above size 3, size 4, it's worth it to switch to cannons. Because the damage bonus on the cannons gets bigger on the larger guns.
But if it's smaller than that, you just want to stick with repeaters?
Yeah.
Okay. The neutron cannons on the top overheat as well. That's no good.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So let's put that one away. Pull out the Valkyrie.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the
Okay. On my little hover quad. Hover quad is so good.
Yeah, the ground vehicles, those all the floaty ones are a ton of fun to fly around. It's a shame they're not as easy to access because like you have to go to a dedicated ground vehicle spawn thing.
Some of them you have to. Some of them you can spawn from a space pad.
Oh, you can? Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's true, huh?
The hover quad you can. The Drake Dragonfly you can. Basically anything that could go out into space, you can spawn from a space pad. You can put that in a ship. Let's see.
All right, got my Valkyrie. Let's go pick up Vader.
All right.
Oh boy, this has 2 Badgers with 126 shots by default.
Yeah.
I think the Valkyrie, by the way, is probably the ideal drug smuggling ship. Because it's limited cargo, but it's very well protected cargo.
True. And you'll be able to fight off both people on the ground and other ships in the air to claim and keep your prize.
Yeah. See, and this should have a VTOL mode, right? Let's see, is it K? Yeah,
Hey.
it's K. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
These engines sound really cool. And I can see all 6 screens. I think you could actually use them theoretically. As long as you turn
Nice.
off that auto zoom feature.
Hmm. Yeah.
Which I'm really happy that they reset that setting every time you do an update, because then I have to go and find all of the settings that affect that again.
Yeah. It's like you're still leaving atmosphere.
Yep. I can see you way off in the distance. Which at least, I mean, that is a cool detail.
Yeah.
Being able to see the space station from here.
Yeah. That's way cool. I'm glad that the lights are bright enough that you can do that.
Lights bright enough to see from 150 kilometers away. Those things have got to be super bright to look at.
Well, helps that they're against a dark background.
Guess that's true, yeah. Let's see. I can jump straight to you. I'm gonna try landing that hover quad inside the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Gotta find the open exterior hatch button.
Maximum speed is only like 600.
Can see your teeny little jet stream.
Wait. What happened?
You disappeared? I don't see you anymore.
I can't climb any more than this. Am I in high atmo? I'm hoping that the
Oh boy. You've gone quite a ways away from me.
Yeah, I can't change my trajectory anymore.
Okay. Well, maybe we can do like a dive bomb collection.
Yeah. I think I'm falling to the planet.
It definitely looks that way. I'm getting the high atmo burn.
Okay.
Man, you just keep popping further away from me.
I can't angle the hover quad up or down.
Okay, can you like steer it towards me?
No, I can't steer at all, really. I
Ah.
I have no control.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna ditch it.
let's see. Are you gonna like try and fall into the
I don't
ship?
think
Or?
I inherited its velocity because it went really. It's going really fast down there.
So where are you?
I am 20 kilometers above you.
Okay, should I just stay here? Are you gonna try and paraglide
Um,
into the ship?
yeah, can you go up towards me a little bit? Keep that. So you're definitely coming towards me. Yes.
Operation Bait or Drop. Yeah, we're gonna do it, Schlag. We're gonna try anyways.
We're see how this works. I'm falling really slowly.
Okay, do you think I have enough time to like turn around and get closer to you?
Yeah, we're still 19 and a half kilometers away, so I think so. I think you can turn around.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm 18 kilometers away.
By my screen, you're 16, so I have no idea where you actually are.
Okay.
Okay, you're now 7,000 by my screen, so I'm gonna flip back around.
Try to match my downward velocity here. Let's see. You're getting closer. I need you to hit down. All right. Okay, now you're getting further away.
I need to back up.
Yeah.
Okay, moving backwards.
Oh no, I need you to move downwards and then left, I think. It's hard for me to tell what. Nope, that is not where I need you to move. Never mind. Other
Okay.
way, other way.
Upright.
Yeah, let's see if that does it. I guess I was misinterpreting where your top and bottom were.
We good?
Okay. Okay. Stop. Let's see. Okay, now you're getting away again. I just can't tell where I am in relation to your. We're getting closer. I think I need you to go forward a bit. And then.
Like down towards the planet?
Yeah. And then. Right. Nope, left. And back up a bit. Okay. Slow your fall. Okay. Hit up. Oh, no. I need you to fall faster. Just a little bit.
Keep going up.
No, no, down, down. It's just so hard for me to see where your ship is oriented.
Okay, I'm going down now.
That's my biggest. Okay. All right. You're directly beneath me. You're directly beneath me. Just about.
Okay, so stay here.
I need you to orient towards the ground.
Okay, I'm
And
pointed
then-
towards the ground.
Yeah. Okay, you're no longer directly beneath me. Try going left.
This is left.
That is correct. That is correct. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Great. Okay, fall a bit faster. You are almost directly beneath me now. Okay, nope, nope, you went too far. You went too far.
Okay, so
I need you to slow your fall, I think. Slow your fall.
Okay, I'm trying to slow.
There you go. Matched. Okay, now you're directly beneath me. Just about. A little further. Okay, fall faster. I'm just about to pass you. Okay, down. And just a skosh less fast, yeah. I'm getting really close to you. I wish I had more control. Okay. I need you to go right. And back off to slow your fall.
Thing just doesn't slow down very quickly.
No. No, those retro thrusters are not very much compared to the mass of the ship. Okay, down. And keep those retro thrusters going. I think you are starting to fall faster than I am.
Yeah, I'm running out of runway here.
Oh no. Oh no.
How we doing? Are you almost in?
No, I'm 2.5 kilometers away. You keep on getting away from me. Okay. Now I'm falling a little bit faster than you.
Okay, yeah, I'm pulling back on the throttle.
Hit your downward thrusters. Okay, ease up on him. Tap him a bit more. Tap him a bit more. Ease up on the retro thrusters.
They keep going down, is what you're saying?
Yeah, down. Yeah, keep on going down. Down, down, down. Down. Oh, almost there, almost there. Down, 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 down. Oh, I'm falling faster than you. Hi, I just passed you.
Oh shoot, I can't see you.
Oh no, I'm above you. I'm above you and above you. In both ways. So up and okay, there we go. Now you're directly beneath me almost. Almost. Okay, my hover quad's only 7.5 kilometers away. Oh, you are 2 kilometers away.
Yeah, am I directly beneath you?
You're getting further and further away from me.
Do I need to go down?
Yeah, well, you need to be going, you need to be falling less fast. Okay, I'm falling towards you at a good rate. Upwards, upwards. There we go. Up thrust. Hold. Down thrust. Oh. Fall a bit faster. Go to your left. Not gonna make it. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Okay, right. And down. Oh, no. I'm passing you again. No.
Shoot.
Shoot, I'm above you.
Okay. Can we save it?
I don't know.
Trouble is, I can't see you at all.
Yeah, you might be able to see me from there. Up thrust.
Going up. As
Up
much as
thrust.
you can. Try.
Stop. Right. Left. Up thrust. No, so close. So close. I'm dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
Dang it.
And I'm gonna fall right on top of that hover quad. Which
Oh,
made
there
it
you are.
for some reason. And I know it would survive. I could have just stayed on it and landed. I had no idea that it would survive the fall.
Dang it.
I most certainly did not. Maybe it only survived because I wasn't there to count the physics.
Oh.
Ah. That hover quad is just bouncing down right on top of me.
Jeez. So are you dead or
Respawning back in Port Tressler, yeah.
all right, well, dang it.
That might have worked if you'd had a more agile craft or something.
Yeah.
It was a very, very hard maneuver to do. Or if I could have maneuvered myself, I probably could have made it. But I had zero maneuvering in the hover quad. I was just started falling like a stone.
Man,
Only
if we
word.
could have pulled that off though.
It would have been so cool. That would have been so cool. Oh.
You know what? There's so few people watching this. I'm just gonna cheat. I'm gonna stitch it together and make it seem like we did it. No one's gonna know.
No one will know. No one must know. Hover quad unknown. Hey, it's a 9-second insurance claim, though.
Hey, there you go.
Okay. This time we'll do it far away
from any
from
gravity
the
wells.
atmosphere. Because I think that's what happened is the atmosphere nabbed me. Don't bother talking. I got my hover quad.
Oh, jeez. Where did I hit? Goodbye, Vader. Jeez. This thing is not very maneuverable. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for you here.
Okay, where are you at?
I am above the station a little ways.
Oh, okay. There you are. Whoa.
You don't happen to have some water on you, do you?
I do not.
Okay. I think I'll be okay. I'm just gonna have to pick up some
I
water.
am incapacitated. And I'm going to die? Okay, maybe you better just dock.
How did you get
Yeah.
incapacitated?
Oh, yeah, because I forgot to take off my medical gown and
Oh
put on a spacesuit. That one was me. That one was all me. I didn't even realize until I was well out the gate.
Landing gear deployed.
There is no forgiveness in this game.
Nope. Okay, just note which hangar it is, and I'll come to you.
Okay.
This time I got a spacesuit.
All right.
It'll be different this time, I promise.
Do you want to grab a water bottle for me?
Yeah, I'll grab a water bottle for you. For some reason, that doesn't seem to be a problem for me, because oh, they have sodas here.
That works. My character doesn't have to be as healthy as I am. Let's see, hangar 5.
Oh, hangar 5?
Let's see. I need to restock anything while I'm here. Apparently not.
It is not hangar 5.
Really? It says hangar 5 on the floor? Oh, that's an 8. My bad.
Okay. It is, in fact, Hangar 8.
Sorry.
There we are.
Let me get the door for you there, buddy. And since I've got a little bit of flight experience with it already, do you want to fly it and I'll take a turret?
Sure. You want to come down here and get the soda? I don't know if I can climb stairs with a soda in my hands.
Okay, yeah, I will grab it from you.
Let's see. Let's see. Do I place it? No, don't throw it. There we are.
All right. Oh.
Yeah.
Now it's stuck to my hand.
Oops.
This is just my life now.
Lowe's exterior. Okay, do you want to call for them to open the doors?
Yep.
So I think you have to do that.
Called for it.
It's funny. So did I.
Let me hop out of turret. I can't quite open my mobi-glass the way I want to. I wonder if this can is causing me issues.
Oh no.
That would be a funny way to ruin things, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now that's in Port Tressler. Let's try this one more time. Now I can.
All right.
You are clear to launch.
There we go.
There we go.
So who'd have thought? If you want to take someone captive, give him a soda.
Yeah. Just put a soda in his hand, and then he's basically helpless.
Yeah.
He'll be like, "I want to fight you," and you'll be like, "But you've got a soda in your hand."
Yeah.
You'll
Try
be
holding the gun
"Damn,
with
I
a
didn't
soda.
even think of that.
Sun Tzu say, if you want to vanquish your enemy, give him soda. Lot of wisdom in that Art of War book.
Thank you.
Yep.
Please visit again.
Yep. A lot of wisdom there.
You actually tried to read that thing? Really weird book.
I haven't.
It's strange.
Is it?
Sharing a mission. Yeah, if
I feel like I should get the missions because I'm the pilot.
In a world where that makes sense, probably. Uh, it is just over there, though.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try to accept all the arms again, because didn't accept the first time. Alright. Oh, I see where you're shooting now. About 1,300 kilometers away.
Yep. Did it actually give us a direct location?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Sweet. And it's on the day side. What?
No way. No way.
It's even on the pretty side of the planet.
Mm. That's great. Okay. Now, is it just straight ahead of us?
Yep. 24 clicks.
Great.
The funny thing is, there's probably going to be a Valkyrie in this mission.
Probably.
Valkyrie v Valkyrie.
Our Valkyrie is piloted by humans.
So, in theory, should be better? Question mark.
Human turret gunners are way better than the computer turret gunners I see on those guys.
That is true. So it'll be down to me. Can I make my shots count?
Right, yeah. And can I avoid crashing into the surface of the mountain? Oof.
Okay, see our first bogey. Looks like he's in a warden.
Nice. Actually a gimme.
Not seeing anything else pop up yet.
That means there's a hurricane.
Ooh. And now got a Mustang, Hawk, and the warden.
Contact.
Okay, it slows down really slow, so make sure you give yourself space. He's stuck in the trees.
Congratulations. Target
Oh.
destroyed.
Okay.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed. Congratulations. Target
Man!
Okay. There is one more Aurora, but I can't get an angle on him.
Oh, you'll get an angle on soon enough.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And there's another dude here in an Anvil Hawk, but
Yeah, he's friendly.
seems to be so far.
That was with one turret. We do have another turret to go. Yeah, this ship could be a pretty fun multi-crew option.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine taking this to Jump Town, using it as your armored drug carrier.
Yeah, it'd make a great armored drug carrier, I think. I don't know why it's showing that we're damaged.
Yeah, I don't
But
recall seeing the shields go down.
The shields did not go down that whole fight, and I'm not seeing any real damage on the ship outside. But my MFD is showing some red areas, and I have
Yeah.
no idea why. And you didn't crash when you were.
No,
Rescuing
it
me.
was all green when we left.
It was that one hit on the space station, but that shouldn't have caused much.
No. I think it's perhaps bugged.
Perhaps. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, if you had two gunners on this thing, it would probably fare at least as well as the 600i did. It is more maneuverable than the 600i. Not quite as much as a real fighter.
No.
It's not a real fighter,
No.
and that is it becomes painfully obvious when you try to bank.
Yeah, it
Let's
definitely flies like a big, heavy ship.
Yeah. But it's not garbage scow of doom territory. Did you
No.
want to try that hurricane?
Yeah, let's go get the cane.
Yeah.
Quantum drive is now off.
There's the spaceport. Hydrogen fuel's at 75%. For some reason, we seem to have burned a whole lot of fuel recently. Don't know why that could be.
Yeah. Couldn't have been
Totally.
during Operation Dumbo Drop.
Hey, I resemble that remark. Now we know, don't get your hovercraft too close to the atmosphere.
Nope. You will get sucked in.
It's only like 20 or 30 kilometers away from the station, and once you're in high atmo, you'll just drop straight towards the planet.
Which, that does that does warrant some testing. Could you have survived that if you were on the hovercraft?
I don't think I could have. I think it would have blown up.
Think so?
But yeah, maybe we can test that next time.
That could be our finale. I should still have...
Yeah.
Well, I do have a dragonfly in my inventory.
Okay.
So we can do that as our finale. You can go pull out a ship, and then I'll spawn a dragonfly, and then we'll just see if we make it.
Into the ship?
If we survive the fall.
Yeah. Okay. So I should get the Carrack because it has a med bay.
Probably. Probably. I can pull out the USS Oddjob. Though, if you have the Carrack, then we don't have to, like, juggle different ships.
Yeah.
So maybe that would be easier.
I do have a rental Carrack for the next 2 days.
Landing gear down.
And so we'll do that. We'll do a mission or two in the Hurricane, and then we'll pull out a Carrack and a Dragonfly and see if you can survive a fall from high atmo.
This thing does not slow down very well.
No, it doesn't. It's...
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
You were saying that. There we go. It's landed. It is not letting me repair it. Maybe it's because it's not my vehicle.
Yeah, I haven't been able to repair it either. I think it's just server being server.
No, but it actually told me that I could repair it, that it could be repaired. It just, when I clicked the button, didn't let me. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was kind of weird. But yeah, I like one of the things I like about the Valkyrie is that it's a good size for carrying small to medium vehicles. It's got a decent amount of cargo space. It's got plenty of room for people, so you can transport large numbers of people, moderate amounts of cargo. Plus, it's got those 2 turrets with great coverage.
Yeah, I mean, that bottom one, I can see the entire bottom side of the ship really easily.
Yeah, and the top one is just as good.
Yeah, that's a fun ship. It's not one that I've had a lot of experience with, but it was pretty cool to see how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want it to be very effective in combat, in space combat, you really do need turret gunners.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can see why the Anvil Valkyries that I face in my bounty missions are never as deadly as the Hurricanes.
Oh, yeah.
They just take longer to blow up.
Any day now.
I think this server is having a lot of stress right now.
I think you are right. Do we want to server hop real quick? Because I don't think this is going to give it to me.
Yeah, we could server hop.
Okay. Okay. Entering a new server.
I got pulled in with you.
Nice. Always cool when those features work as intended.
Yeah. Alright. Back at Aspire Grand. Oh, hey, I'm only a few meters away from you.
Yeah. Oh, got sucked back into my bed. The blankets don't want to let me go.
Me too, man. Every morning.
Yeah, I had an appointment with my doctor today, and he told me that I lost 5 pounds, and it's like, cool. Don't know how, because I've been really bad at going to the gym this month. Wake up in the morning and it's cold.
Oh.
We didn't have a 30K. We just started having some server lag, and so we jumped to servers to try and fix it.
Yeah, that server was having major problems. Oh, this one's much smoother. Much smoother.
Yeah. We weren't able to pull ships out anymore.
Do you mind if I go down to the IAE and load up on rent those ships that I was unable to rent earlier?
Sure.
I think I'm going to do that. I have plenty of time to claim all those ships, or start the claims on all the ships that you want to.
Oh, yeah. They should all actually be ready to go, though.
Capsule now approaching
Okay.
station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
I think the one that might have an issue is the Hurricane, because we did try to call it forth just before we jumped ship.
Yeah.
So that one might need to be claimed. But yeah, apparently I lost 5 pounds. No idea how I did it. I am trying to lose more weight. Got like 20 to go. And my doctor is saying I need to get 150 grams of protein in order to make sure that I don't lose muscle and still lose weight. Do you know how much 150 grams is?
No.
That is a ton of protein.
Is it?
That's like an entire Costco chicken a day.
Wow.
So after eating an entire Costco chicken a day,
I mean, the Costco chickens are really affordable.
they are $5 for a whole chicken. It's crazy. And I mean, they're pretty good too. It's not like they taste bad.
Oh. No, they know what they're doing. They got it down to a science.
Yeah, I'm going to be adding all kinds of cottage cheese and protein powders and stuff like that. It's 150 grams of protein every day is just a lot.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
I'm going to be real sick of chicken real soon.
Or you can get your steak, or you can eat peanuts, or you can, let's see, what are some other good proteins?
Sean
lots
says,
of
great,
cheese.
now I want a Costco chicken.
Yeah.
Well, come over to my house. I've got 3 in the fridge.
Oh, but they're so much better when they're hot.
They are. But I couldn't eat all 3 today, so, and I don't want to keep going to the store every day. So it's like
The idea is 150 grams every day, not 450 grams one day.
yeah. Oh man, I kind of want to vomit just thinking about eating 3 chickens. Oh. I think the drive is only about 18 hours, right? Yeah, dude, like, if you leave now, you could make it by the next 9 p.m.
Welcome to the
You'll be here in
ASOP
time for Thanksgiving dinner, even. Oh, it looks like it did let me keep the Hurricane, so...
Great.
Upset. Oh, I lied, only 15 hours? Even better, man. What's stopping you? Bring the whole family. Non-stop. Yeah, no bathroom breaks. Don't wimp out.
From the best in shopping, dining, and entertainment, be sure to visit the cabbage's renowned products.
The heck is that? Oh, someone left their magazine on the ground. Heathens.
Hornet.
Looking for a good time? Be sure to visit Wally's Father's Pond.
Let's see.
Only a
Where is a trash can to dispose of this? There we go.
time. Why not rest at the Nest's newly renovated accommodations? Located downtown in the luxurious Sapphire Grand.
Okay, well, at least it's closer to the trash can. The ability to place things is not working as well as it used to.
And gate time. Please use
The joys of server lag, I suppose.
ready to upgrade. Located in the plaza.
Wait, is there a surface entrance here at New Babbitt at the spaceport?
I don't think there is.
Welcome.
There is
to
there?
the ASOP vehicle
Oh.
control
There's-
system. Please
I
Yeah,
guess there
this. I gotta try this out now.
Where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
You totally can. Which, you know, that's actually kind of smart. Because if the landing request isn't working, this means that you could just land somewhere and get in here still.
Yeah. That is smart.
welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, sweet. I've still got the Apoa Nox.
Yeah. Yeah, you should still have everything from yesterday.
Has been sent.
Yeah, I just forgot that that was a alien ship. I thought it was Origin. I was thinking I had
yeah.
already lost
Yeah,
it.
Apollo is the,
Stand by.
not the turtle guys, the,
Your vehicle has been delivered to the
and not the Tavaran.
Xi'an?
The Xi'an, yeah.
Well, I can play around with this.
No, the Xi'an are the turtle guys, right?
Banu then?
Yeah, it is the Xi'an. You're right. Banu, all the Banu stuff is made by just Banu. They have like a collective or something that they're owned by a ship manufacturer. The ship manufacturer is their government.
Systems activating. Systems on. Engines.
You are clear to launch.
Which feels weird, you know, now that I'm saying it. It would be like if we called our government human
Yeah.
and they were also the ship manufacturer.
Yeah.
But whatever. No, it's cool. It helps us figure out which one's which, that's for sure. Maybe that's just how it gets translated. Maybe they have a different word for...
It is cold outside. My character's not liking the weather.
Baby, it's cold outside.
It's so interesting how controversial that song seems to be. I mean, I grew up with the song. It's a Christmas classic. I don't think it means what people say it means.
I think that if it had, it wouldn't have gotten anywhere near as popular as it did.
Yeah.
Like if that was the commonly understood interpretation. All right. Should I go to the commons, get a ground vehicle, and drive to you?
Um. Ooh. Yeah. I'll meet you back at I'll meet you back at the spaceport.
It'd be way faster to take the train.
Oh. We're okay. We're okay. Oh, dang. Oh shoot, more trees. Oh. I was doing so good.
And then you died.
And then I died. Yep. Felt like Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi. I was through the trees, and then not getting around that one. That one's gonna take me out.
Not good enough.
You suffered a catastrophic injury, but you're okay now. Don't rush anything. You're free to go when you feel comfortable.
Guys, tell me you suffered a catastrophic injury. You don't say.
Cause of death. Catastrophic injury. We're just gonna call it that.
That sounds like you don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, we know. We just don't want to list it.
Happened on company property. We're not gonna tell you exactly what it is. Man, these elevators. Oh, shoot. No!
Undefeated final boss, the elevator.
Alright, let's try that again.
Cause of death, elevator. Didn't we just see you?
For real. There was this game that came out on iPhone a while ago, and the whole premise was you fight through the same linear track of enemies,
You're okay now.
and then
You're free to go.
you get to the final boss and he just wipes the floor with you every time, right?
Okay.
But each time you get a little bit better and better. And what's happening is you're actually playing through different generations of the same bloodline. And so, like, the next generation will do slightly better against the boss.
Like in Rogue Legacy.
Yeah. And so I like to imagine that every time we die, we'll get a little bit closer to being able to beat the elevator.
One day.
The 7 millionth generation is all we got to get to.
Right. Once the elevator has claimed 7 million souls.
Oh, no. You have to die 7 million times.
Oh,
The
okay.
elevators have already taken well over 7 million on their own.
Oh boy. Okay. I need them to sell the giant Pico the Penguin plushie.
I think they know their player base, and they know very well that they cannot do that. You would have giant picos littering the planetary surfaces.
That is exactly why they should do that.
Let's put Gen 12 really to the test.
Yeah.
Can it render 7 billion picos? Okay, I'm now here at the spaceport.
Rock on, man.
Oh man, this guy's doing drugs right in front of me.
Oh, man. What is New Babbage coming to?
Swear. They'll just let anyone in these days. Let's see, as of yet, there's not actually a way to do any of the illegal drugs we can sell, right?
I don't think so.
Tide of travel.
Welcome
Why not
to
rest?
the
They should
ASOP
add that as like
vehicle
a,
retrieval system.
like not an April Fool's joke, but like add it on April 1st.
Vehicle selected.
Oh.
Stand by. Your vehicle has
Okay,
been
Hangar 1.
There's a lot of players just hanging out here.
It's a pretty happening place. I wonder if they're just not having luck pulling ships out.
Or if they quit and left their avatars
Hmm.
just hanging there.
There it is, Anvil Hurricane.
Nice.
Okay, you're in the turret.
I'm in the turret.
Landing gear.
No, that's exit ship. We don't want to do that. Power on.
Yeah, we are now very high. We've already fallen once today.
I know what happens.
Physics happens.
Don't
She
need
is
to
a
test
cruel
again.
mistress.
Just yet.
Oh, we have service beacons now. Maybe one of those would be good to do. Oh, but they're all like... Oh, some of them are close by, actually.
Are they?
Yeah.
Any of
There-
them less
there's-
than a million?
Yeah, there's one that's 92,000 away.
Okay.
Let's take on that one. Sharing.
Channels! All channels! I'm under attack and need help!
Go to initiator name. Okay.
All right, let's go to initiator name.
Call to arms.
Oh, that's right, because this is a new server for us.
Yep.
Good catch. Okay, I don't think it actually gave me the call to arms one. Did it do it now?
It was a little
Okay.
delayed for me.
Yeah, okay, it just popped.
Yeah.
Thank God somebody came. My ship's completely offline. Can you cover me while I fix it?
Okay.
Okay, so bye.
Oh,
Roy. I thought I was a goner.
less of a fight and more of a SWAT.
Yeah. That's contract complete.
Yeah, it's a low threat contract in a fully crewed hurricane, so yeah, that did not take long.
All right, we need more of a challenge, right?
Yeah, I almost feel bad doing that one.
He didn't even have time to react. It's like, what? Okay, sharing HRT.
Okay.
Let's see. Gonna have to plot a course because it is messy. It might be giving me issues about plotting a course.
Because there's a bunch of things over there.
Yeah. So it looks like it'll let me do the proper jump to Port Tressler.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good start. Okay, and now I can see things a little clearer. We actually have a direct route this time, so that's good.
Cool.
And it might just be on the light side.
It might. It's looking like it might. I hate that the hurricane has flashing lights that are literally in my face. That is the only thing I don't like about this gunner seat.
Those are terrible, and they're on both sides. They're on all sides for you.
Yes. It was designed by the same guys who did Star Trek, the new reboot movies. I guess they're not that new anymore.
Lens flares.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams.
Abrams. Yeah.
It could be worse. It could be designed by Rian Johnson. He made the worst Star Wars movie in existence.
Right.
J.J. Abrams only made the second worst Star Wars movies in existence.
You know, I don't know. He made. I'm not comfortable saying that with how bad Rise of Skywalker was.
Really?
Yeah,
See,
Rise of Skywalker was terrible.
See, I think it was okay in spite of 8.
Yeah. One pass.
Not even that. Like, he didn't even pass over us. I think Rise of Skywalker could have been good if 8 didn't exist. That's my thing. It's like, I feel like they spent so much time trying to fix what people didn't like about 8 that its own story didn't really get developed.
Well, yeah, but they shouldn't have done that. Like, it's the first rule in improv, and what they were doing was effectively improv. That you don't say no, you say yes and. Right?
Okay.
And it just, I don't know. I think it was a mistake. I think it was an even bigger mistake to take back the mistakes than it would have been to just like brush past them and move on.
Okay. That's fair.
And arguably, even bigger. It was an even bigger mistake to do that than it was to make the mistakes in the first place that needed correcting.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
That's a tougher sell, I know, but I don't know. It was a movie that I felt still had a lot of potential that just got completely squandered.
That much I do agree on. I do wish it had been a lot better. I think the whole Palpatine thing was really dumb. Okay, sharing another mission with you.
Well, you didn't like somehow Palpatine returned?
Somehow, Palpatine has returned. Yeah, that part was rough. And the thing is, like, I think it actually, the concept itself of Palpatine making a comeback, I think could have worked. There's precedent for it in the comics. There's plenty of EU material that they could have pulled from.
Yeah, like they could have, but I would have preferred to just see if they really wanted to bring somebody back from the dead, why not bring Snoke back? Like, just say, I had a clone the whole time, and that's the one you killed. Rarg, like...
Yeah.
What does... what does it get us to have Palpatine return? Other than having Ian McDiarmid chew the scenery, and he is awesome. He did his best to make it work.
See, sharing an ERT, this VHRT is going to take a while to get to, so we're doing this one instead.
All right.
We're just going to up the ante. Oh,
Yeah, there was a lot of cringe in the sequel Star Wars trilogy for sure.
Yeah, there was, and
There's plenty of bad Star Wars movies to go around. We don't need to. We don't really need to pinpoint which one is the worst.
Except it was 8.
Who sank this franchise? Was it Ryan Johnson? Was it J.J. Abrams? We all know it was a team effort.
There you go. Well, and like, you know, then you hear stuff like they didn't even have a storyboard written before they started filming.
I
And
know,
it's like,
it's disgraceful.
how? How do you do that with the single most influential sci-fi IP ever envisioned?
Yeah. And then the writers were quoted with stupid quotes like, you know, with Star Wars, the problem is that there's just no source material to go from. I'm like, you guys, I mean, I know all of the extended universe is no longer canon, but you can draw ideas from it.
Yeah.
You know? Some people liked some of the EU stuff. You just take the stuff that was good and wasn't horrible, trashy stuff and use that.
Well, and Mandalorian has drawn a lot from EU stuff.
Yeah, The Mandalorian basically follows the plot that that George Lucas had sketched out for the sequel trilogy, which got thrown out by the people who actually did it.
Well, except it does ignore Darth Talon, who was going to feature heavily in his sequel trilogy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. They swapped around some names. They moved some, but the general shape of the plot just it very very closely resembles the one that he had written up for the sequel trilogy.
Think so?
They did have to swap some things out, and they did have to make the Mandalorian the hero instead of Luke Skywalker and the Skywalkers and Han Solo. But yeah, I was listening to, I think it was the Critical Drinker on it, and he was talking about what George Lucas's plans were, because he talked about what his plans were and what he would have done for that movie. And
Hey, we're coming in hot.
say, yeah, we're coming in real fast. Okay, we are really fast. Okay.
this is just comical at this point.
Yep.
Target destroyed.
Okay. Now we just got the hammerhead left.
Yeah.
I'll let our shields charge back up before I engage.
Yeah. I was a big fan of Star Wars growing up.
Me
It
too.
was,
I've probably seen the original trilogy upwards of 1,000 times.
Yeah. And there were some really good Star Wars computer games that came out when I was young. Starting with TIE Fighter.
Oh yeah.
That one was amazing.
Have you played any of Star Wars Squadrons?
I haven't played Star Wars Squadrons. Is that good?
It's hard to when you have games like Star Citizen out, it is kind of hard to appreciate the flight model of Star Wars Squadrons, but it does kind of embody the old TIE Fighter game, and it is a much simpler flight model. So if you're looking for just like something casual that has a Star Wars skin on it, it's really good for that.
Well, Star Wars Flight Sim should never really be too faithful to physics,
No.
if we're being honest.
And it definitely isn't. My biggest gripe was, I kept trying to do maneuvers that I could easily do in Star Citizen. Like, in Star Citizen you have 6 degrees of movement, right? And you don't have that in Star Wars Squadron. It's more like flying planes in space.
Right.
So you have a constant forward velocity, at least a little bit.
Yeah. Because they've always been like World War II space planes in space.
Yeah.
It's like World War II dogfighting, but this time in space. Hammerhead takes a lot of firepower to take down.
Oh yeah.
You really get an appreciation for it when you're doing it in a fighter. It's even in a heavy fighter, it takes a long time.
And he's not hitting us so much, but he does keep kind of trying to move away from us. So I'm having to like just keep thrusting towards him. Let's see.
Yeah, he keeps on popping out of our effective range.
Target destroyed.
Oh!
Now he's gone. Alright. Even that, in a hurricane, not really too much of a challenge.
No, not in a not a fully crewed hurricane. Might have been a bit more challenging if if you were on your own, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down to the 2 size 3s I got.
yeah,
Are they 3s or 4s?
size 3s. They're Panthers, right?
I'll check once we drop back out. But you know what time it is now, right? We gotta do the drop.
Oh, it's drop time.
It's drop time. Yes, they're Panthers.
Yeah, size 3s.
Okay. So what I'll
Same
do
size as
is,
the guns I've got, but as the turret gunner, I have 4 of them,
yeah,
which is just so much.
it is a lesson in excess.
Yeah, and they're great.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll pull out the Nox, and then you can pull out your Carrack, and you can just meet me outside somewhere.
All right.
All right, where's the lights?
I think it's right there. Oh, up
Yeah, straight ahead.
forward. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. I can't see them rendering yet. Oh, but I can see the shape.
See the tunnel for the train, right?
Yeah. And if I'm looking in third person, I can see the building.
Yeah. There we are. Yeah, the Hurricane's a pretty ship.
Yeah,
Very
and
small for a heavy fighter.
it's very controllable too.
Landing
Mm-hmm.
deployed.
Like I'm really not struggling to slow down, speed up, do my maneuvers.
Not overshooting things and overcorrecting. As it is very easy to do in the Valkyrie.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, those lights flashing are super bright. I don't actually see any of the landing bays.
Okay.
I wonder if this is the wrong building.
Can you request a landing?
I can't. Well, I did request a landing, but it wouldn't give me one.
Oh, it might be on the wrong side of the city.
Well, we're going to take the nighttime tour. Let's see, does the tunnel that we just went over, does it split? Because there is a split in the... Right?
Yeah. I love that you can fly over pretty much the whole city.
Yeah. Man, those lights are like epilepsy waiting to happen.
They are, absolutely.
Okay, so let's see. Here's some tunnels below us.
Oh, jeez. I don't think those are it either. Where's Aspire Grand? There it is. There's Aspire Grand. Oh, turn left. Go right through Aspire Grand. Let's thread the needle.
All right.
That's the spaceport.
This should be plenty small to fit, right?
Yeah. Especially if we go that way. Ow.
Not if we hit that.
Not if we hit that.
You know what? I planned this because this ensures that we'll get to the right spot.
Yeah,
Except, is
Yeah.
that going to put you at Port Tressler?
it is.
Ah, shoot.
You're safe.
That's okay.
You suffered a catastrophic injury, but you're okay now. Now don't rush anything. You should go when you feel comfortable.
Yeah, it was Lag's fault, Schlag. It totally wasn't me not paying attention.
Dude, I saw it. Yeah, you should have seen the other guy. He was screen watching. That building was screen watching.
I got stream sniped.
Jumped out at the last second.
Those sentient buildings, they're wily.
You gotta watch out for them. All right. See, this is why I always dress in the noob suit. You don't lose anything. Nothing of value was lost. Okay, I can pick you up in the Carrack. I can pick you up in the Valkyrie.
Anything that'll fit a Nox. Valkyrie should be just fine.
I can pick you up in a Cutlass.
It's got to be Anvil themed. It's Anvil Day.
Oh, yeah. I can pick you up in a Hawk. No, I'm just kidding. Not quite big enough for that. Almost.
I think it's probably a toss-up as far as speed for the Carrack and the Valkyrie. Carrack is much bigger, but I think it's a little more maneuverable.
I may have just accidentally sent you to prison.
Oh, did you accept charges against me?
I was in the ship menu when it was doing that, and I didn't see all of the charges that were being filed. One of them I managed to hit right, and managed to decline, but I don't know. But I think it automatically files them.
Yeah, I don't see that I have a crime stat.
Okay. Maybe they're not automatically filed against party members.
Maybe not.
That would be good.
That would be good. Schlag says Cutter is basically an anvil. I don't know if I buy that. It doesn't have the same safety recommendations as an anvil does. It is still a Drake. It's a brick, but not an anvil.
It's a brick, not quite an anvil.
Anvils are made out of metal, you see.
Welcome. to
Yeah.
the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Ready
Oh.
to upgrade?
Wrong terminal. I need to come up here.
Lower bridge.
Latest offerings. Looking for a good time? Be sure to visit Wally's bar at Starlight.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
All right, Vader. I've got my doohickey all spawned. What's taking you?
Well, I got my Carrack in space, and it's still spooling up. Okay, there we go. Spooling complete. Takes a little while to spool up those size 3 quantum drives,
Yes, it most certainly does.
especially if you haven't upgraded them.
Systems activating. Systems on. Engines.
You are
Okay.
clear to launch.
I'll be there in about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I am 13 clicks away.
Okay, I'll try and get to an area free of trees so that you don't have such a hard time picking me up. This should be a good enough spot. I think I see your chevron up above me.
You should see the giant floodlights I have turned on. Only about 4 kilometers away. There we are. Yeah, you should see those lights. Boy, you can really see clearly with these things.
Yeah, the Carrack has really nice lights.
Very good feature to have in an exploration vessel.
Oh yeah, I can see it basically turning into daytime around me.
Let's see.
You land right in front of me, you should have plenty of space without the trees. There we go. And I love how they've added the atmospheric effects of a ship landing. Like I can see all this billowing snow.
Let's see. Where is... Do I have a button to open up the...
Should.
let's see. That's the power buttons. Open exterior.
Okay, make sure I'm firmly planted.
Okay. You in?
Yep. Oh, hold up. Don't move. Oh, shoot. I don't know what happened, but I started moving backwards. It was like the wind
Oh,
blew me or something.
I didn't even do that.
Well, stand by.
Stand by for reintegration.
You suffered a catastrophic injury, but you're okay now. Don't rush anything. You're free to go when you feel comfortable.
I've got a male doctor this time. Put the helmet on. Okay, don't worry. I declined the charges against you.
Okay, good. Wait, why were there charges against me?
I don't know.
I didn't do anything.
These elevators, man.
Lethal elevators. That is Star Citizen for you there.
See, what they really don't tell us is the elevators are actually what's holding this back from a full release. Until they get elevators working, it's always going to be an alpha. They just way underestimated how challenging elevators are.
Systems reacted well to the treatment.
Oh,
You may experience some slight vertigo, but you have been cleared to leave.
could be.
So how come I can't press charges against the city of Microtech, or the planet of Microtech? They've
No,
killed me more
right?
than anything else.
Whose elevator is that anyway?
When was its last safety inspection?
I would like to know because I'm starting to feel like these elevators are not very safe.
Yeah. I think the tort of battery applies here. I've been watching enough Attorney Tom that I think I'm starting to pick up on all this legalese.
Yeah. I think I heard that on Legal Eagle.
With YouTube, everybody's in everything. I can be a lawyer. I can be a doctor. Wait for me. Oh, skin of my teeth. Made it in. Don't worry, I'm almost there.
This captain's chair in the office is a long way away from the desk.
Well, you see, it was built with feedback from the Xi'an, and they've got really long, noodly arms.
Right. There's a little groove for the chair to move forward, but I don't see any controls to tell it to actually do that.
Well, chair physics are a project that is coming in the next 2 years.
Okay, right. Chair physics is 2 years from now.
Yeah. Banu Merchantman, and then Chair Physics.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that on the timeline.
Yeah. I saw that a lot of people were getting upset that the Banu Merchantman isn't out yet. But the thing is if it was out, what would you do with it?
Yeah. Carry enormous amounts of cargo from one spot to another within the same system. That's what you would do with it.
Yeah, and that just seems like such a waste of potential, right? All the major mechanics that it is designed for aren't in the game yet, so it's like, guys, you really want them to get the mechanics in first, and then you bring the ship in with them knowing what it needs to do. But to have it in right now, yeah, it's basically just a really big cargo ship, which we have those.
Yeah, but it's even bigger than the cargo ships we have.
Ah, well, now you've convinced me. But see, I'd rather them bring like the Hull C in that case.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hull C and D.
And the E, dare
And
I
Hull
say?
E.
Please visit us.
I mean, the Hull E is big enough as it is to bankrupt our economy. The amount of SCU that thing can carry, unreal.
To the ASOS vehicle
Buy out all of the goods on every moon and sell them at every planet.
Yeah. Oh, man, you really got to watch that Drake Leviathan video.
I did. It was great.
He says something like, you've got 56 quadrillion SCU of cargo.
Yep. Enough to destroy every economy in the galaxy.
Yeah. Man, I really wish the Death Star was a Drake ship.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
All right.
Come on, we know that contract's going to
Your
Anvil.
insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the...
All right, I got it spawned again. I have no idea what happened that last time. That was so weird. Hopefully whatever it was does not happen again.
Yeah. I do hope that. Let's see. Oh, that's the med bay.
You are clear to launch.
Hangar is this way. I do like the Carrack is laid out pretty close to the same on every floor so that you can find your way around the ship.
Yeah, once you kind of know how it's organized, it's really easy to navigate.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let's do it for realsies this time.
Okay.
Systems off.
Okay.
All right. We are we have touched down.
Great.
Oh, let's see.
Was just doing an EVA on the deck.
Okay, I'm going to take a brief pause.
Okay.
Just gotta go. I just gotta.
I'll get the spaceship in space. Closing the exterior. All right, gonna check.
All right,
Beautiful.
good to go. Safety first.
We're just as we are reaching our cruising altitude of 13,000 meters. What's that you're wearing?
Well, I'm gonna drop off the ship. I gotta be wearing a helmet.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Can't drop 13,000 meters without your helmet.
Nope, gotta protect my moneymaker.
Let's get a little ways away from the spaceport. I don't think we need you falling directly on top of that.
Yeah, I can't imagine they'd be too happy about that.
Yeah. We don't want to incur any cleanup costs.
Please do not drop your corpses on the city.
Okay, do you want me to go up further, or... Because, I mean, we can still see the city from up here.
We just need to go far enough that we're certain I would die if I'm going to die.
Okay, well, we are about 14,500 meters above the surface.
I think that should be plenty, right?
All right.
And do you think should I be like trying to survive, or should I just let the bike do its thing?
Let's let the bike do its thing.
Just full send and let Jesus take the wheel, eh?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give my shields a chance to charge. This is, here goes.
For science! Okay, what's your speedometer reading? Yes, his member left. McCool has left the channel.
I'm falling at 190, 189 meters per second.
Okay. It's not nearly as fast as the hover quad was falling, but still, that's pretty fast.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's a really good clip.
I'm falling faster than an airsoft gun can shoot.
Yeah.
I can see the ground very quickly approaching.
Oh yeah, it's coming up to meet you.
The altimeter is not working.
No surprise there. Oop. You just started wigging out on my view.
I lived.
You lived?
Like, not even an issue.
Oh.
And
we get 30K.
and then we 30K'd.
How apropos.
Well,
It almost feels like we crashed the server. I
kind of wonder. We'll have to test that another night and see if we can.
I think we should. That was great.
So yeah, as soon as I got close to the ground, it started slowing me down, and I slowed down to a cool 0 meters per second, and I lived.
Wow.
So yeah, nothing exciting happened.
Well, that's the move. Stay on your hover vehicle.
Do not abandon the ride. Keep all hands and feet in the vehicle at all times.
Yeah, because the hover quad was going towards the ground at 475 meters per second. I thought I was going to die for sure.
You might have lived. Who'd have thought?
Might have lived. I might have lived.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
That was day 5 of IAE 2952, Anvil Day. Check back for other days. We will be showing a few more of the highlights. I'm not going to show every day, but I am going to be here for Crusader Day and for sure RSI Day.
Yeah.
And
those will be fun.
Oh yeah. And any excuse to actually just be able to use my Scorpius as an advertisement is a good day for me.
Crusader Day will be fun. It'll be if we can get some more people for Crusader Day. I would love to try and fully crew an A2.
Oh, that would be fun.
It's harder than it sounds because they have so many turrets.
Oh yeah. But just some final wrapping things up. If you want 5% off your order at Monster Tech USA, use code ODDJOB at checkout. They have been nice enough to grant that to all of my viewers. And if you want to see more about the chair that I'm using and the joystick mounts that it employs, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for my future content. But until then, this is Oddjob Entertainment, signing off.
Lance Vader signing off. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.